channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise and this is my whole channel. I do have another channel for everything else if you're interested in taking a look at everything else. And there'll be a link down below. It's Little Blue one day at a time. If you enjoyed today's haul, you enjoy this channel, you want to subscribe, there's a button down there somewhere. It's down there somewhere. You can give me a like and a comment if you like, if you want to. You can give me a like and a comment if you want to also. Yeah, so normally I do this whole bit where I say if you know, I talk a lot. If you don't like that, it's not this channel, but I say it in everyone. So you figure it out. So I'm buying for me and my son, my adult son. And yeah, we have a £60 budget every week. I hit 60.78. But I did get an item of clothing in that as well because it was in the sale, but I explain everything as we go through it all anyway. I'm going to give you prices of everything as well, just in case, you know, you're curious, or it'll help you decide where you're going to shop. If you add up everything, you'll get a different total to me. The reason you'll get a different total is always donate 3 items to the food bank. I do it before I leave the store because there's a basket there, and if I don't do it, it's just going to end up sitting around the house for ages because I've done that before and it takes me weeks to remember to take it back into the town. So the 3 items I got this week are, I'm trying not to get my receipt, I'm going to remember it. Okay, I got a tin of spaghetti, got 2 tins, a tin of, oh, I thought I was going to remember. Anyway, I got a tin of spaghetti. I remember I get a bar of chocolate because I thought, I haven't bought anything treaty for a while, and just because you can't afford food doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a treat too. And what was the other thing? I've got to look. Oh, a tin of peas. It was a random one. I haven't done a veggie tin for a long time. That's why I didn't remember. A tin of peas as well. So peas, spaghetti and a bar of chocolate. There's no reason for 3 items. There's no reason for the items that I pick. It's just random every week. Shop went okay. There was a couple of bits I couldn't get. They keep putting things in the fresh section in the wrong price thing. So like I wanted to get some cottage cheese and I thought, oh, that's a blue packet, maybe they've just changed it, but it wasn't. It was a more expensive one, so I didn't get that because I know I can get it way cheaper than that. It was charging like £1.30 I think for this one, and I normally pay 79p, so didn't get that. And herbs. The herbs and spice racks, there's a lot of space they've put to it, but it's not very full. There's not a lot going on there. So I couldn't get any Italian herbs as well. But apart from that, I think I've got everything off my list. Pretty sure I did. The shop was fine. I went about 9:30 on a Thursday. And it's school holidays. It wasn't as bad as I was expecting. I did want to go earlier, but it was just, you know, it's one of them days where it took a bit longer than expected. But it wasn't as bad as I thought because I've been up later in the day and I don't like it. Too many people. I'm not good with too many people. But yeah, the shop was fine. It was, you know, averagely stocked. And that's it. I think I've run out of things to say. So yeah, let's go on with the haul. Right, as I usually say, and I forgot to say, I only buy what I need. I do have a lot of fruit and veg. I mean, I have a lot of stuff going on in here. Like, it's pretty stocked. Considering it's shopping day, you would think that would be way empty. There's lots of random things going on. So if I don't need it, I'm not going to buy it. And I didn't need as much as I thought of the fresh section. I got this large packet of tomatoes this week. I'm enjoying the larger ones. So I just went with the larger ones. Corey doesn't really care which ones he eats. This one, I thought I was going to be really good and remember all my prices. First one on the list, and I don't know what the price is. Trying to see which way. Okay, tomatoes, £1.50. I think, so last week I got the 4 on the vines, they were 99p. They're back to 125. So, I mean, they're pretty much the same sort of size as those, and you only got 4. So that's a really good deal still. And hopefully that'll do us the week. They only had 2 of these. Now, they're not looking awesome, but they only had literally 2 packets, and the other one looked worse. They're still 79p at the moment. I just really, you know, this is the one me and Corey just really enjoy. It's crunchy, and it just does the job. potatoes we're eating a lot of at the moment. I'm chipping them and then doing this. I have a crinkle cutter. Oh, if you don't own a crinkle cutter, you need to get one. It just makes the chips so much better. And then some days I change it up and I cut the chips into little sections, and so they're little squares, but with the crinkle cut. So I don't know what shape that would be. And they're really, really good. And, you know, losing weight on it at the moment, it just, and they're so filling as well. Yeah, so I just picked up another packet. We're just about to start the previous packet because I've only been doing them the past few days, but I don't think they're going to last as long as I originally would have thought. £1.25 for this. It's a 2.5 kilogram. It doesn't really matter what size when you're chipping it and stuff. It doesn't really matter what size the potatoes are. Just going to try and follow it this way. So normally I'll do all the fruit and veg, but this was here. So a packet of chicken, and no particular reason. I'm thinking possibly doing just like some little slow cooker, is it slow cooker, crock pot? Yeah, slow cooker type things where I don't have to deal with the chicken. I can just dump some sauce over it. I did one this week with it. I just put some barbecue sauce and some tomato sauce in there, like tomato puree and some spices, and it was really, really nice. But I didn't have to deal with the chicken. I don't deal with raw chicken very well. If I do it, I can do it. I end up not eating the product. So Corey ends up with a lot more, and I end up having to find something else for my dinner. They didn't have anything in our reduced section. Normally I'd pick up some smaller packs in the reduced section. There's nothing. It was completely empty. I've never ever seen that before. No reason. I just went for like for the size packet. These all come individually priced depending on the weight. They haven't put the weights all the same. And this was just the best looking one out of the bunch. And this one was £5.42. There's a decent amount in there. Oranges, again, just really into them. You will see there will be a vlog coming up on the other channel. You'll understand why I didn't do the videos that I said I was going to do on foods and things. It will be coming up probably in the next few days. Hopefully it'll be the next few days. I am actively recording still, so it yeah, might be a few more days after this haul goes up. But you'll see why I haven't shown you. Again, I've got more oranges. I keep eating them as well, which doesn't help. I do want to make those immune shots, and I will definitely show you those. Apples, for me, I'd run out. I literally had my last apple a couple of days ago. I just like to cut these up into small sections and put them in a container in the fridge, and I just snack on them whenever I'm peckish. If I've got these, I'm less likely to go and grab a bag of crisps. If I don't, and I don't like eating them as an apple, like as is. If they're just in the fruit pot like that, I'm not likely to eat it either. It's the weirdest thing. But if I cut it up and put it in pots, I'm good to go. So 1.95p for that packet. Corey doesn't really eat them. I might possibly do a dessert as well. I'm not sure. Blueberries. I'm going to try a overnight oats. I've never ever tried overnight oats before. I picked up some oats last week and we tried this dessert thing. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. But I just suddenly got one of those posts come up on Facebook, I think it was, and they had 5 overnight oats, and I was just looking at it. It didn't look bad, so I sort of just want to give it a go, just so I know. And the one that I liked the look of was blueberry one. So I picked up some blueberries, and these were, I believe they're 99p. Yes, 99p for 125 grams. Not too bad. Blueberries are a little bit more expensive anyway. I got another cheese, and I didn't realise it. I looked in the fridge when I got back. Didn't need it. We've not even started on the last one. But that's not a problem. These things last ages. This is like 10th of October. So it's not a big deal. £2.79 for this one. And it is a smaller packet than we used to get, or the 400 gram, because it's just so much more expensive now. So unless I find a really, really good deal, I'm just going to have to get the smaller ones. It's just the way it is. I got some chicken this week. I'd forgotten to get any meat slices last week, and I sort of did miss it. Didn't know what to get, but Corey didn't help me. So it turns out it's just for me. So I just picked up the chicken, and this was £2.25 for 400 grams. I got some eggs. I keep looking at recipes, so I don't know. Eggs were for some recipe, some random recipe. Don't know, they'll get eaten. £1.50 for 6 medium eggs. And I got the normal semi-skim milk, £1.45 for a 4 pint. I also got an almond milk. Now I've had this one before, I tried it a while back. I can't remember how much the almond milk is. I got it towards the end of the shop, £1.35. Ooh, that's quite a lot, isn't it? A litre of this, or this is in pints, I just said, didn't I? It's 4 pints, isn't it? It doesn't say it. Does it say it? And I'm just staring straight at it. Yeah, 4 pints. Okay, so that's what, 2 point something litres. Yeah, that's expensive, isn't it? £1.35. This was for the overnight oats, but also I had this a while back and I do like it. It does give it just a bit of a nice taste. Thing is, it does separate in your coffee, but I just make sure I have a spoon with my coffee, or if it's in my travel mug, you just shake it before you drink it. It's not a big deal and I enjoy it, so it's just my little treat. Yeah. Chopped tomatoes. Actually, I like getting the plum ones in this. They didn't have them. 55p for this. This is the slightly more expensive one, but it's because the juices are so much thicker as well, and I just used one this week. Can't remember what I used it for, and I just needed to replace it. I got the lightest Philadelphia. Again, this is because I don't usually buy Philadelphia when I've seen recipes a lot, but there was also those cheese triangles I bought the other week. I think they were the Laughing Cow. They were the better deal. I'm not a fan, so I really wanted to get some Dairy this week, and they didn't have any Dairy triangles. They only had the tub like this. I knew I was going to get the Philadelphia. I don't know if I've tried the lightest. I have no recollection, but I possibly have. And this is going to go into some like pasta dishes or something. I've seen some recipes. Oh, and some chicken recipes. Again, I don't know. I buy these things and end up not doing them. But okay, this is the 6th of the 10th, so the date is good on it anyway. So as long as I don't break the seal, should be fine. Fingers crossed. I have used the margarine a little bit this week. Not a lot, only for a couple of slices of toast during the week. But it's not very good. It's not doing very well. It's acting like I've left it out when it's been in the fridge. You know, it goes like watery. Very strange, so I'm going to get rid of it anyway, because it's just not good. It's nearly empty and it's just no good as it is. It's just like watery. 500 grams for £1.10 for that one. It would not much choice if you're going cheaper. This is pretty much the only one. All the rest are like £2 something. It's disgusting. Tartar sauce. I have fish this week. In fact, I've got fish for tonight, and I sort of made my own. It was okay, but I like tartar sauce. It's a recent thing. Recent. Is it recent? I feel like it was when me and Scott went to Great Yarmouth. That wasn't so recent, was it? Last year? Don't know. Whenever. Not relevant, is it? So I picked up a tartar sauce, and this was £1. I don't know if that's like good or average because I don't buy it enough. I got yeast extract. So this is Marmite. Not quite out, but I don't want to run out because I don't have a backup one. Love this on toast. Absolutely beautiful. £2.10 for that, which is not bad. I prefer the yeast extract one as well. I got the fat-free Greek yogurt. This is 85p. Way cheaper than the other brands. And I'm thinking maybe trying a pizza, like making some pizza for Corey or something one night, possibly. I don't know. Depends on my mood and all that sort of stuff, but this comes up in a lot of recipes, so for 85p I thought I'd get that one. And this one is just a natural yogurt. It's 35p. Yeah, and this will go good with fruit, but that's really good. It's 500 grams, 35p. I thought it was a joke. I thought, oh yeah, they put it in the wrong place, so it's the wrong ticket, so I had to double check it on the scan and go, yep, it's definitely 35p. I got 2 Cokes for Corey this week, the cherry Coke ones. 65p. These are really good. I enjoy them too. I've just had so much of it, I'm bored with it. I didn't get myself a fizzy this week because I still got half of last week's fizzy, so I'm clearly not that bothered about it. I'm drinking a little bit more juice than that at the moment. Oh, I got these ones. If you remember, I got the brownies the other week. Never seen these ones before. They're just the brownies with like, I guess, a generic Smartie on top, and it was £1. And those brownies were very nice, so I was the one who liked them. I don't know if Corey's that much of a fan, but I enjoyed them. Really nice, and it's a nice sweet treat, and it's only like £1. Oh, £1. 111 calories for one of them, and they are like proper chocolatey. It gives you a really good chocolatey fix. They're not big. I mean, I can get 4 mouthfuls out of it, but they're not big. But they are very chocolatey, so it does do that. It does give you that fix of chocolate if that's, you just need a little something just to finish yourself off so you don't binge on something else. These work really well. I got 2 packets of the bagels. Don't really need too many bready products. I've still got a couple of flavoured bagels and a couple of wraps left, so I didn't really need to go nuts. But these were down to 85p, and that's a really good price. And they're at like 130 calories. So it's like a slice of bread. So I was thinking, like, if I was having a piggy day, do you know what I mean when I say that? Like, if I'm just wanting to eat way more, I can have 2 of them, feel like I'm overdoing it, but I'm not. So I was quite excited about that. So I picked 2 of them up because they were 85p, and I've got plenty of room in the freezer. So yeah, and because they're already sliced as well, you can get these out literally half hour before you want it, and it's ready to go. Keep it in the freezer, and they last for ages. Really excited about them. The usual crisps. Somebody did mention they do meaty ones. I do know they have meaty ones. We've tried them, and Corey and I both are not fans of the meaty flavours. So awesome. Thank you very much for giving the suggestion. But yeah, I don't know, you know, everyone has their different tastes and stuff, and we're just not a fan of the meaty ones. But I do appreciate the offer. Thank you very much. And okay, so £3.35 for a 24 pack. 6 prawn cocktail, 6 cheese and onions, 6 salt and vinegar, and 6 ready salted. See, I'm bored. Like I said, this is the reason that somebody suggested the other ones, is because I said that I'm bored with them. I am bored with them. Corey's not bored with them, but I'm also not willing to pay much more money. So I can see why somebody suggested the other flavours, and that was great, because some people don't really listen to my videos, so at least you was listening. But yeah, I'm so stingy, I don't want to spend much money on it still, so I'll just eat them instead. That's terrible. I'll eat something I don't particularly want. Okay, chicken bites, I just picked them up for Corey. He's nearly out. We don't really buy them so much, and he's not really eating them so much. You know, he used to go through a whole one of these in a week, and it's taken a lot longer. This is the 1 kilogram. This is £4.95. This is now the cheapest option. I haven't seen that 1.127 kilogram one that I used to brag about. Haven't seen it for the longest time, so this is the best deal that I can get in them at the moment. I got myself some green beans and some broccoli, because there was a meal I did with broccoli. I think it was one of those meals, you know, where you see it on Facebook and think, oh, I haven't had something like that, I'll do it. Had broccoli one night, had a little bit of green beans to finish off, so I just finished them off the following night. So I'm starting to get a taste for veggies again. I haven't had veggies for a while, and I thought it was just because it's hot weather, but maybe it was because of being lazy as well. But really enjoyed them, and there was none left, so I had to buy both of them. I think the green beans were £1. In fact, I'm so confident I'm not even going to look. The green beans were £1, and the broccoli is £1.50. And I never used to like frozen veg so much. It was a texture thing, but now I'm enjoying it more as well. So it's all very strange. I'm trying to do the foodie bit first, so I haven't forgotten this. I'll go back. I got Corey the pizza subs. These are $2.27 for a pizza. I thought that's quite good if he's trying to just get his calories up. He'd enjoy just a little mini pizza type thing. We do have some pepperoni in the fridge still, and that was £1. Ooh, I want to say £1.05. And I would be right. How unusual. £1.05 for that. And I got some strawberry cones. Corey's still eating the ice cream that... When was the last time I bought ice cream? Whenever that was, it was a long time ago. Because he's calorie counting, he's weighing it out, and sometimes you just don't want to because you can't be bothered, but you want to have a bit of ice cream. So I thought this is a good idea. All weighed out, calories on the box is 187 calories. That's really good for an ice cream, and you get the cone and it's enjoyable. £1.45. I know I've mentioned calories a few times, just because, you know, if that's your interest, and my interest is working out calories, so we sort of can figure out what we can eat and what we can't eat, so we're not putting on weight because we're changing the way we're eating. It's going to take a while to get used to it, so because it's something that interests me, that I'm going to tell you too. I don't know, some of you might be interested. Now, I've had these scent balls on my shopping list for the longest time. I have the shopping list on the fridge, and it only gets crossed off if I've bought it that week. Otherwise, and this has been sitting there because it's expensive. But they had a deal on this week, and I thought I just got to do it. I do need to get some actual conditioner, like softener conditioner for the washing machine, but I've gone through the smells and I can't figure it out just because I can't just make the decision. So I'm going to try and force whoever's in a shop with me next time, I'm going to force them to make the decision for me. Otherwise I'm never going to get softener, and I need it. So I just picked this one up, and purely because it was down to £2.85, had £3 off of it. They're that expensive. I mean, that's a ridiculous price for that anyway, but they are so strong. You don't need much of them. I mean, I literally walking in the kitchen, it's not even open yet, and you can smell it. It's really strong, and it's really nice as well. Yeah, So that's the only reason I got that one. There was money off other ones, but it was still there for the price you'd have to pay was still more than that, so that's why I went with that one. Managed to get my iron this week. Now the tablets are on a deal. They're 3 for the price of 2. I didn't buy 2 because this is like 180 tablets. And, you know, I don't want it to lose its potency or whatever, I don't know. And I didn't really need to top up with any. And I really wasn't thinking properly. So I just picked up the one. And it's £2 for 180 of the iron tablets. I found these. You know, I'm trying to do meal prep. Not doing very well on it. I am starting to cut bits up. So there's stuff in there. But I want to, like, take it a step further. You know, I've got all those jars for the salads that I bought the other week. And I want to, like, start making pastas and chicken and freeze them and all that good stuff, you know, at some point. But meanwhile, if I've got the things to do it with, it will help. 5 storage boxes, and they are 1 litre each. Different coloured lids. That's 2 one colour and then 3 of different ones. £3. I thought that was really good. Do have to say they're reducing a lot in Asda at the moment, but they were like actively just starting to reduce it when I was in there. I've actually seen a dress in there that I really, really want. I've wanted it for the longest time, but they had it on a rail, which looks like they might be they could have been reducing it, or they were moving it out of the way. I don't know. So I'm going to go back. But I also saw a lot of these on another, like a basket thing. Like they were, I don't know if they're moving them, they were putting them out, they just brought, you know, somebody had brought a load back, or if they're going to reduce them. So I'm definitely going to go and have another look. So just, you know, the clothes in Asda are being reduced as we speak. Hence this. Now, I've tried it on. Okay, so the thing that appealed to me was the colour. I thought it was nice. I like vesty tops. I don't own too many of them. I haven't got anything in this material. This is one of those materials where it doesn't stick to any of your lumps and bumps. Love the colour. Different sort of shape neckline. Is this. These bits, I don't know how I feel about these bits. That was the smallest. The 18 was the smallest. I don't know if I could have done with them a smaller size or not, probably. Was 10 down to 5. I'm undecided as to whether I'm keeping this one or not at the moment. Like I said, I love the colour, like the pattern, like the material. Don't know. I'll have to try it on at some point and show you, but honestly, that's not going to happen right now because I've still got cooked dinner and it's now 5 o'clock. It's been a day. But that is our shopping. So as I'm moving the camera back onto the tripod, I was thinking, okay, did I tell you how much I spent, or did I just say we hit budget but because I got clothes? I can't remember, so I'm going to say it again in case I forgot. We actually spent £60.78, but you could technically take the £5 for the clothes off, I guess, so you could take it either way. Just in case I forgot, because I honestly have no recollection as to what I said earlier. Like I've said this before, once that camera goes off, it's like I forget everything, and it's a surprise to me when I'm editing. So I hope you enjoyed the haul. Don't forget, if you are going past an Asda and you're after some clothes, pop in there and take a quick look, because like I said, they literally were scanning things and reducing things at the time, but it didn't look like they had an actual plan of action. It looked like they were literally just working their way through. So I didn't go at the best time. I could have gone like going back an hour or 2, but I might pop in tomorrow anyway, because like I said, I really like that dress. I need to try it on and stuff. It was 12, so I'm assuming it'd be 6. Usually it's like a half price sale. I don't know. But yeah, go take a look in Asda. If you haven't, they've got some sales going on. And I'm not getting paid for saying that either. And it's Saturday, the 19th of August today. This year is going really quick all of a sudden, isn't it? Like, it's going to be that time that I'm not going to say that word, as before we even know it, it's going to be that time already. So that is everything. I've told you all the prices. I've gone through everything. I haven't forgotten anything, have I? I hope I haven't, because I can't think of anything else. So I'm going to go. I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope it's a lovely Saturday for you and you did something good for yourself. Really hope you did something. Even just one thing. It's a good day if you just do one thing good for yourself. I am sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching them, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.